Well, broadcasting starting in 3, 2, 1. We unite. Okay, well, I understand, but that's probably, okay, probably I should make the sound of rain a little bit, not so loudy, just, just, just little, yeah, probably there's no sound that you can hear at all, but yeah, okay. I haven't been doing something like this for a while, so by far 2 years, honestly. Probably I forgot a lot of things about this. Yeah. Okay. I assume that I have to say hello. Yeah, to everyone who will watch it. Sorry. Obviously, that we will not get a lot of guests today or any other day. So, as usual, I'm doing my streams like not usual, but you get the idea. Yeah, I will try to make a lot of comments about what I'm doing. Well, in this video, on this translation, yeah, on the street, and sorry, yeah, and at the same time, I will try to make a lot of comments and make it watchable in, well, not in a live stream if you for some reason will watch it after. So yeah, please write comments about how you hear my sound, how you mark my work. I mean, about everything. I will obviously that I will read everything. There is no so many comments I'm waiting for currently. So yeah, that's a business. That's like a general things. Yes, I want to back for streams, and I think I finally pull myself together a little for such a things. And what else? I think that I finally find some content that I can do for streams, and it's not something really important for my like career or life. It's just, you know, things that I want to do just because my intent to create some art. It's not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be something that I want to do, and that's why I think it can be a good show for streams. Yeah, I sometimes watch there because there's on my second screen. I have second screen now, so it makes setting up everything here much more cooler. I got the honestly by accident, but I got the tool for my light, so I can do something like this now. Wow, it's a green, it's a blue, and this is red. But yeah, I'm not streaming at Twitch right now, but I think I will use this light as default. Very Twitchy light, I think. Even like this. Yeah, I thought about the pure red, but too much. I think it's cool. It's fun. Yeah. Well, what I can say? Yeah, and definitely I want to back some streams about poetry. About poetry, again, I'm not specialist in poetry. I just want to finish the course about poetry, and I want to probably read some poets like Blake. I got some books, and well, just want to mention. Hey, it's Alexander. Alexander, привет, дорогой друг. Yeah, hello. I'm really glad to see you here, to read you here. Yeah, you see, I'm trying to back in streams with my barely watchable content. Yeah, so and because I definitely not waiting a lot of guests today. Yeah, I'm gonna do more comments about exactly what I'm doing, and well, we'll try to make it watchable for later generations, I believe. Yeah, and so now I think I want to explain what we're gonna do today. Today we're gonna set up the project that implement component entity pattern for. I hope you know, Alexander, if you can say about quality of my sound and like sound design in general, yeah, it will be I will really appreciate it. Yeah, and I will explain about my. Oh wow, is it such a big delay on stream? Now I see it. Wow. Okay. I think I will write. Okay, looks like there is a big delay. Oh, everything's up, no lights watch, so don't say. Great, thank you very much. I just realized that probably there's a big delay for stream and everything, but looks like it's fine. Okay, great, thank you. Thank you for input. Yeah. Well, what I've done, what I was doing last 2 years, it's been long time, yeah. I've been in a college, and well, I'm in college. It's Edinburgh College on a program game development. Yeah, special program, 2 years long, and this summer it's going to be my graduation unit. I mean, my graduation should be. I hope I will pass. I have all chances for this, I believe. Yeah, and it's not a union. It's definitely not a union. It's something that people do before uni and get their chance to enroll for a uni program like a bachelor or even master degree after that. Usually for a bachelor, about third course of a bachelor, they can go straight there after the college program. I do not. I don't want to go for a union after that. I just grabbed some team, and that was basically my plan. Find some friends from game development right here and try to assemble some band for a game studio, which I probably did, and I hope it will be a great experience for me this summer. Yeah, but it's not. It's everything not about that stream topic. It's just like a little follow-up for to give you some context. Well, these years we've been working with Monogame framework. Monogame framework is like libraries for C# that can be used for well, game development, and it's not an engine. Yeah, it's definitely not an engine. It's just a thing that implements update methods. We've probably seen it in Unity. Draw methods. We probably, well, you never seen it in Unity, but there's some kind of type of this. It can draw, it can remember positions, and it's able to check if one object intercepts another object, and a couple of things more. But very, very basic stuff, and if you want to work with it, you really need to be deep down in it. I mean, it's not a Unity where you can, make a lot of things in an editor. It's just things that works like this. And all these 2 years, I've tried to make something that can, simplify work with this. Basically, I wanted to try apply a component entity pattern for this. It's like how could I say? It's a program pattern, that allows us to make more work with encapsulation of objects and do different objects and like be to make like a puzzle or more like a structure, that you can handle in different ways. So all those 2 years I produced a lot of different, very different ways how to do it. From my first game in the college till the last. And I think that I finally made a really, really great attempt to that. And I did it on a game jam, on the game jam that I created like 3 months ago already. Yeah, it's the springtime, so wow, yeah. You can see it's the calendar runs really fast. Yes, we made a really shitty game because of me, because honestly, everyone else in my team weren't experienced to necessary level to make actual games, and I got a lot of work, and I honestly didn't manage with this. But we made a very, very simple stuff. Yeah, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. But yeah, when I tried to prepare for this game jam, I actually made a really good. I believe I made a really good component pattern. Like, it's not a library; it's a second project. Yeah, I made a really good setup for the project, and I think that now I can. It's already very generalized, but now I want to. I want to move it to the another project, which gonna be, without any the stupid stuff that you just observed on your screens. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, but I think just to make it more clean, I will explain some stuff here. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I have to be more considerate about myself. I will explain the structure of this project, I think. Component pack. Yeah, it's actually not so great. Core processor. Okay. We have, of course, our game script. Game script, where we have it's here. So game script, of course, has some state of games and update method where, like, technically it should work like draw method, I believe, work every frame, and update method work every. Honestly, I'm not sure. No, it's actually set it up that it should work also some equal times every frame. Like not every frame, but maybe it's more often than update method. But you get the idea. I hope, yeah. And well, usually if you want to draw something in Monogame, you have to like literally say something like start to write a lot of code. Write patch, draw, and you can see how many things you have to fulfill uh, to draw something. You have to give the a texture. You have to put the position where you want to draw it on screen. You have to put the source rectangle. I will explain it maybe later when we go to the my component. But you have to set up color, rotation, origin, scale. Of course, you can do everything by default, some kind of default. But yeah, it's not going to be a great idea. Here we don't have any sprite texture. By like sprite texture, you have to somehow upload it somewhere and maybe save it in some variable, or just put something like content, load it right here. Well, load in every frame is not a good idea, but yeah, I just show you very basic monogame experience, yeah. And here's some kind of link to the to the picture itself, and it's kind of very not stable thing. Yeah, after you want to probably somehow move it, and you have to send him some kind of position, and you after that have to use some position here, like say this position would be equal, etc., etc. Yeah, it's all very long setup for very simple things that all engines actually do very in much more ordinary and handle way, I could say. So of course, everyone who works at actually making games with Monogame do a lot of tools and generalizations and different workarounds to make it well comfortable to work with. And I know that, for example, the Hades and Hades 2 have been created on something similar system, but on C++. But the previous game that actually great as well is that are the Transistor and the Bastion from the same developer. It was made with Monogame, and of course it wasn't a clear Monogame. It was definitely like simplified. If you want to work with a real artist, you can't just say them to work with panels and with this, file systems. It's just terrible, yeah. So from my first game, I tried to make some generalized ways that can help me to work with Monogame. Yes, Super Giant Games, right? I forgot. Again, I want to remember their names, always want to, but I always forget their names. But yeah, absolute legends. I like story like the you can. I mean, have you played in Bastion? I literally played it when it's just released, and oh wow! I mean, that was great. Yes, and Bastion and Transistor been made exactly with this. Like, they just download Monogame framework. And like as I just showed you, yeah, it requires some polishing before just start to make games. Yeah, but Hades had been made with even more deep think on C++. They find the framework, it's called Forge, if I remember right, and they rebuild their engine like already on a Forge. So yeah, they never used Unity, so their games perfectly optimized exactly for their purposes. I mean, if you do something with Monogame, it's already like save you a lot of memory and a lot of CPU mighty, yeah, mites. I mean, it's just perfect for small games, or if you, well, good in programming and meticulous enough with programming, you can do your own engine basically, a game core that will work exactly for your purposes, and it's really great. Uh, have I said some swear words before? I actually want to avoid this. Yeah. So, what is component entity? I don't know if you've seen, if you approach with Unity, but Unity, I think, is a very, very straight example how it works. Actually, we'll show it right now. Why not? I mean, I don't think that I will go a lot of further today with this, but you know, it's like I think I can go much more. Basically, as I said, it's not a project that I depend on, so I can just take my time for this. And when we are working with Unity, we have very like well, with some nuances, but it's a system with it's definitely a system with which implement component entity pattern and work mostly with that. So we have some, for example, we have some object on our stand. This object is contain, for example, different components. For example, this forest style, it contains transform component, and transform is responsible for position, for rotation, for scale of this object, and well, position in the world, yeah. And we have a tile script, another component that answered for some game logic. It's by writing by me, yeah. If we check this object is a child of forest style, and well, it's attached to this. Yes, so their transform depends on transform of forest style, but it's still their own transform. It has some mesh, renderer, how to draw this mesh into 3D, and it has mesh collider. It's different components of one object. Okay, very, very basic stuff, because for if some experienced programmer will see it, but just, you know, do my pleasure. Yeah, and so, and all these components, it's just different bunch of logic that we attach to our game object. So, yeah, when we work with Monogame, we need to create it. We need to write it all by hands. It's okay. Just don't say no. Yeah. When we are working with Monogame, we just can see it as is, and we just have to write by our hands, like all things that I just show. A game object, for example, here I have a game object script code, and we have component. I made it as an interface, and I believe so far that it's probably the better thing to make it, just because. And game object, it's basically what game object has. First of all, my game object has transform like in it. Basically, all objects in Unity, probably I shouldn't close it so far, but all objects in Unity which already on the scene have their transforms, like position in the world, even if it's the game manager object, which, well, for game manager it doesn't matter where it's actually placed. It just contains a script which control all other objects, but it has their transform. So I decided that in my version I will keep transform here. Transform is just gonna be a class which contains rotation, which contains position, and basically that's all. Yeah. I decided that I will do not make any scale for this, because I honestly tried to implement some scale and it even worked to some extent, but just don't want to attach it to transform. So yeah, we have transform in game object by default, and we have list of components. Component can be any other class that we can encapsulate inside. Sorry, it was Telegram message. Nice. Okay, doesn't matter. And I'm really sorry for the sound. Yeah, and my components is a list of components, and component that could be any other bunch of logic that we can attach to our game object. Well, and here we can see the many ways to create game object. I just to be sure decided to to create any possibilities to instantiate game objects. So we can just give the transform, we can give position or rotation, it will all create some game object. Yeah, and game object by default, if we're gonna update game object, it will by default update all components that it contains, and also draw all components that it contains. Also, a game object has logic to attach new component, very simple. Yeah, it just add some object to their components, and it has logic to delete its components. Very simple. Yeah. Probably I have to deattach component logic here, but we'll see it later. We're gonna test it at some point. Yeah. So, what is component? Component, as I said, it's just interface that can be implemented by any class. It major things that component should contain. It's their parent. Well, obviously, some game objects that it attached to. It should contain class update me, draw me, delete me, and I decided to make get parent. I was needed at some point. Okay. Further, we can go to example. Example, what component can do in general. Let's find something. Components. Yeah. For example, component it can be a sprite. Component can be a sprite. I'm now showing my old project. I remind you, yeah, it's not ready project what I want to do. I just want to create another project where I do it more generalized. Now I just showing what like our plan for work. Yeah, for example, sprite, of course, it should contain parent like this. It should contain update me methods, draw me methods, delete me, and get parent. But also it contain we can see here's another property. Yeah, for example, sprite should contain some texture. Sprite should contain some source rectangle. Source rectangle is in Monogame and like in Unity and many other engines. Yeah, we usually do not use separated images. We use sprite sheets. Or yeah, for example, if our hero has animation of attack, and this animation takes, for example, 6 frames, yeah, we will not keep them as separated images. We will do a sprite sheet which contains them all, and different engines do it like in different ways. But in Monogame we can not totally different ways, but yeah, you got the idea, I hope. And in Monogame we have to describe some kind of rectangle, I mean width, height, and position on the image, or on the sprite sheet, yeah, where we're looking for our image, for our part of our texture, which part of our texture we are looking at. And so yeah, it's called source rectangle. I now show some example of sprite sheet just to be sure that it's all right. Yeah, sprite character. Oh, it's all one. Doesn't matter. And to make animation, yeah, we have a sprite. We have a source rectangle, for example, like this. And to make animation, we can move the source rectangle. Well, not like this, but yeah, like now we looking on this part of image. Now we're looking on this part of image. Now we're looking on this part of image, and like it's a source rectangle. Yeah, where we get the final image to show it. And of course it's here. Let's back to the sprite component. It was here. Yeah, and it's source rectangle. After we need a destination rectangle. It's already about position in the world. Here's a strange thing with rectangles in monogames, that you can rotate them actually. So destination rectangle shows like where exactly the image should be placed in the world. And another thing is you can scale your image by this. Like destination rectangle is the rectangle in the real, like in a game world with position and width and height. And if you change, for example, width and height should be same as the source rectangle, or at least keep their proportions. If it's stop and keep their proportions, yeah, we started to squeeze or stretch our images, and well, sometimes we need it. So yeah, it's a destination rectangle. For color, we can have a tint. By default, the white color is just keep colors from real image, and well, it's a tint. It's not exactly color because, well, obviously, if you will do it red, for example, your image will not become totally red. It will Honestly, I'm not sure how colors works exactly here. Yeah, but basically it's gonna be like shaded by red filter. Well, origin, it's a point around, it's an axis around which your objects will rotate if you will need to rotate them. And rotation in monogame, it's actually a big problem for me. I mean, not only for me, I believe, because a lot of people in on the forums and everywhere just trying to figure out how to rotate things uh, in the in monogame framework. I mean, rotation technically very easy. Yeah, we just have one object, but for some reason rectangles can be rotated, and rectangles is also a way in monogame to catch collisions between objects. So yeah, even if you rotate your image, yeah, you do not rotate their, well, hitboxes, for example. Yeah, so you need to figure out how to work around this. I think that I find a very well, pretty accurate way to do it. I will show it maybe not today, but yeah, when we go to the such things. Yeah, sprite effect. Well, honestly, sprite effect is just about in which side it's turned on. Like we have a sprite character which rotated to the right, well, according to us, yeah. And if you want to rotate it to the left, we need to flip it by horizontal, make a no vertical, yeah, flip by vertical axis, or we can flip it by horizontal axis. But yeah, and also I add a layer because you know in 2D games you always want to keep in order in which like in what order you want to show your images and how they will overlap each other. By default they just like do by like how you write it. Yeah, the first layer is gonna be this. I mean, in draw method you just draw it one by one, and depends on how you call it. Yeah, it's gonna be right like this. But in the bigger projects, it's a real mess. Yeah, and you want to just set up some layer and be able to draw it, and yeah, you just add something like this as a property for your sprite. Okay, here it's how we creating this sprite. We just need to give the parent, we have to give the texture, we need to send the source rectangle and destination rectangle. It's basically all what we need to. And in update method, we yeah, we updated our location of destination rectangle. Yeah, and to keep it stick to the parent transform. And yeah, I will show you in a second how to use it. In draw method, we just apply all our properties to drawing. And basically that's all. Yeah, nothing tremendous. Tremendous big, tremendous. Yeah, I mean, yeah, tremendous is the wrong word here. Sorry. Yeah, and for example, we can create some kind of private game object and call it our picture. And no, it's a bad idea. I just will show you how it's work with, for example, this bubble. And when we need to draw something specifically, yeah, and keep it separately from our script, because like describe everything in our game script. Yeah, we actually did it, but it's terrible. Bad decision. It's a game jam code. We were very hurry about this. Um, yeah, keep all our objects here, like, and all their logics and all images and everything that all their actions that we can do in a game script. Of course, it's a terrible idea, so we can separate it. Now, for example, we do a bubble. Bubble inherited from game object and contain our sprite component, bubble sprite. So, when we create a bubble, it's automatically add bubble sprite there. Automatically, yeah. Actually do. How I did it. Touch component. And sprite. Sorry, I just want to remember how it's working. And sprite component. Yeah, and sprite component, when we create sprite component, yeah, it's automatically attaching to parent, to their parent. So yeah, and bubble, for example, we have bubbles in this terrible game. Definitely terrible game. Probably I will show. Yeah. We tried our best, but we didn't have a lot of time, and I really screwed up all things in playing and everything. Yeah. And our bubble, you just seen it, yeah? Has the bubble sprite. Why we created that? I just write it here. I can't remember. We have to create somewhere our sprite. I just need to remember, and because it's my stream, we're gonna spend all time on it. For example, we have a game object transform. We create our components, yes, but at what point we actually creating sprite? For example, bubble sprite, new sprite, no. Oh yeah, we still have to create it. We still have to create it. Do we have somewhere? Speech bubble. Ah, okay. Yeah, we still created, but in our channels. I just forget that bubble is exactly, it's not the last. Like bubble have to create bubble sprite. It's abstract class. It's not a real. It's not a class that we do instantiate for. We have we have a different bubble. So yeah, we have a speech bubble, and here we should just create our bubble sprite. And it's just a sprite, which I just showed, and it will automatically attach to the speech bubble, and this speech bubble is going to be, we even do not need to rewrite our logic here. Yeah, update method, for example. And yeah, we just have explode me method, and we have load me. Yeah. And that's basically all. It's already drawing some picture. I know, yeah, I spent about hour, I believe, to how long it's going? Oh, yeah, about, not actually too much. Yeah, I explained a lot of time, spent a lot of time how to explain how it's actually working. But believe me, it's still much simpler. It allows us to keep our logic separately. Yeah, and after probably I will show you how works bubble animations, for example, animation component. I call it here as animation controller. Yeah, animation controller is requires no, not this. Just animation controller requires sprite, some sprite component to run it, and it just controls source rectangle. Animation control is basically something that moves source rectangle on the picture. That's how our bubble can be. Yeah, you see it's played animation. Oh no, yeah, and yeah, this time it's disappeared, but yeah, it was a shame, honestly. But I made a much better games in the last 2 years. It's just a game jam game, so it's not. We're just gonna forget it, I hope, when I finish the project. But now it's like at least this game made with the latest version of my component scam, so we're going to use it. Probably will show you again and again a couple much more times. Yeah, probably I will need to show my better games to look a little bit more eligible for the streams. I don't want to. Don't now. Not now. We'll do not now. Do it now. Yeah. Okay. So basically, everything what I supposed to do, what I want to do, what I intend to do on the streams, is just copy from this project logic to the another project and test data here to make it general as it possible. And after I want to upload it on the GitHub and make it like, you know, free to use. And probably it's gonna be at least a good it's gonna be probably good for study purposes to you know, understand how it works. Well, component scheme, how works basic stuff in Monogame, and etc. etc. Yeah. Okay, and I already started, you know, not on the streams, but I already copied here a game object, almost with no any. I actually don't want to make a lot of changing right now. So yeah, I already have copied game object. I copied extensions because it's a very important thing. I spent a lot of time for this particular method. It's a modulus clamp. I believe that there's some kind of replacement for this. I mean, some better implementation for this. But basically, it's very important for rotation. I really tried to make it more general for all numerable objects, but probably I will do it eventually, but not now. So I made it just for float numbers, numbers with comma. Well, yeah, and what it's do, it's very important for rotation. It makes the numbers that we get here go in another round. So when it's reach, for example, 360 degrees, yeah, it becomes zero again. Very important for rotation, as you can believe, yeah, because without such a mechanism, it will it will back. I mean, it will just go and further. I mean, it still work, but at some point it can the float can the rotation can reach some big numbers, which gonna be I mean the max of float, and probably it will crash whole game. So yeah, for rotation it was great. And here of course I keep drown layers, background, ground, foreground, and just max layer it needed for to count all of the layers. Yes, and I component, it's already here. So I think we're gonna just copy today. I will try to copy today the right component, which I showed already pretty perfect, yeah, perfectly, and animation component, and probably we're gonna test it just to show how it's working, and just to check like if it's worked. And probably it's gonna be end of the stream. I mean, I didn't plan to do it really long for start. Yeah, and let's just then I will keep it in the components folder. Let's do a new. Let's make a new class. It's gonna be or image or sprite. I think sprite. Sprite is something more game development thing. We gonna delete all this. Yeah, namespace too long. This is a too long namespace, and we're gonna copy that. And probably it will not even work, as you know. I always can forget something, and yeah. No. Like this. Don't put it here. I do it all public, because my idea is that if someone will use it actually in real life, in real project, this person should to make two projects in their solution, one for their game and one for, well, for component logic, and just edit their game. It will give them a lot of control, because you know, in case if they doesn't like something, they always will able to remove it. And at the same time, yeah. And at the same time, it's gonna be a very illustrative, I believe. Yeah, now it show a lot of errors, but it's just because by default this head here doesn't include monogame things. Basically, this free. Delete it and add it here, and it should work. Yeah, rectangle exists, everything exists, That's great. Yay. Let's create animation. We call it animation controller. I think animation controller is a great name for animation output controller. Animation controller. I hope I spell it right. Always still worry. I mean, about everything, like about English. First of all, okay, yeah. Honestly, probably I hope that maybe my next stream is about where I will try to finish poetry course, the free poetry course. It's going to be more interesting for wider auditorium. Now it's very nerdy stuff. I understand it. Let's do it. And animation controller is also in heritage to I component, it's much longer because, well, animation is not just draw something, it's, yeah, we just will do something like this. I think if I copy all the text, it will, is it workable? I think it is. Yeah, looks like workable. System diagnostic code analysis. What's this? Oh, no, I won't delete it. I think I want to delete it all. Monogame component pattern. What? No, we just, it's namespace. Yeah, we have to. Yeah, because I copied this from another project. Yeah, looks like we do not have event handler. It should be in system, I think. Yeah, animation controller is much more complex thing. I hope I will try to explain it in song. Okay, no, I just will try to explain it faster. I think I will not explain it faster. Yeah, it looks like probably. Honestly, I think that there are some errors which equals. Oh no, I lost some references still. So code analyzes. Is it for this? Is it for this? Yeah, that's for this. Not no when. I'm not sure that then I do it. Okay, let's leave it like this right now. Because I remember that animation controller wasn't working too good. I mean properly. So yeah. But I will explain in general how it's working. I think we will skip today any testing of what I done. We'll try to figure out with this later. And now I just explained how it works in my animation controller. Because it's fun to some extent. Okay. Animation controller is another component, of course. It should be attached to parent, and it should be attached to some sprite which it controls. This animation controller should control some sprite. Also, is a dictionary with animations. Animation sequence is also things that I wrote by myself. Yeah, I wrote. And yes, and he's bunch of things. I'm trying to. Sorry, it was like last time when I actually wrote it. It was 4 months ago, and when I actually used it, it was 3 months ago. So, yeah, animation sequence is just a collection of positions. It's just no. It's just a start position and count of frames. Again, let me show you how it's working in our previous project. In our previous project, it's exactly sequence is just it just sequence. It's some position on the image. Well, it's just a position, but we apply it for image. And how much frames has this animation. And after, animation controller takes this position with like, and just take how much frames in this. It takes how much frames in this animation sequence and just move our source rectangle from this position to the right in my case. Yeah, so basically we can do here we can do 4 animations as it works, as it will work. I'm sorry for the sound, it's not just Telegram, it's my Telegram. I have to can I actually I think I can with Telegram, right? I had to do it I had to do it much time ago. It was terrible phrase, never repeat it. Okay, so yeah, we have 4 animations here. We can set positions here, set positions here, here, and say that this animation sequence will have 4 frames, this one 4, this one 7, and this one 3. And of course we can put any like positions anywhere where we can, but it's when we'll move our source rectangle to the right by it moves to the right by width of source rectangle. So yeah, like we take this, it counts this width and move it by the width here, and yeah, I can do it flat, but I think you got the idea. So, and our animation controller just has collection of these sequences, give them every some specific names, and after we just control it. We can control speed of animation. We can yeah, and here's some technical stuff like current timer. Yeah, how long we should wait till the next till show next frame. Till we show next frame. Yeah, and some bool to if it's loop, we want to make it loop. Honestly, I remember that I had some problems with this. Probably we're gonna check it next time. Animation states we have play, pause, stop, and I believe it all should work if I remember right. Animation state. Animations, yeah, it's current animation state. Yeah, because here we just describe which animation states we have, and here we refer to one of them. And also, my little proudness about this, we have an event for animation fin, and even send some data about which one animation just fin, and we can like use it for some animation controlling. Or currently, I mean, we can attach some logic to a particular animation fin. For example, when the animation of block of that our character block in attack, yeah, the animation fin, and we make it vulnerable. Vulnerable, okay. It can take damage again. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for my English. It becomes worse every second. So get used to this. Yeah. Here we create animation. We should give the parent, our game object parent. We should give the sprite component, and we should give the our dictionary with animations and some speed. Just general. I could give it some kind of generalized and default speed, but we just give it the speed. So in update method, it depends on which side of animation controller it is now. We can do nothing at it's do nothing at pause and stop. Yeah. But if it's play, we just counting our seconds till the, well, not seconds, it's milliseconds, till the next, usually milliseconds, I mean, till the next animation. If it's already time to change animation, we move our source rectangle to the next, bunch of image, yeah, to the, not bunch of image, to the next part of image. And if it's not looped, it just stops. And if it's looped, we back to the start point, our rectangle. And when animation fin, we just evoke our event that can, you know, message to all for the world that this, hey, look, this animation is just done. Yeah. Set source rectangle location. What is it? Yeah. Well, I explained it in general. I think it's just, yeah. And at pause and stop, this actually do nothing. But the difference is that stop will stop animation and back our current source rectangle to the start of animation. Pause will leave it there. So if we return, we will play after pause. We can call it unpause, yeah. Then we just continue animation from the moment when it starts. It's useful, for example, for jump. Yeah. When oh no, actually in jump it's not very useful. But yeah, when on some logic in your game depends maybe some moment when our character should stop. For example, we can freeze our character or enemy, and the enemy should stop their animations. So we can do it. Yeah, and here's the play. And here's the stop. Play, it's just change animation state, and this logic will work. We can stop, we can pause. Yeah, and oh yeah, and with animation sequence, I actually had to rewrite some comparative operators like equal and not equal. Well, start frame pause, start frame pause. Yeah, because we should compare both animation sequences parameters like frame count and start frame pause, and sometimes we need to know that we now, yeah, for example, when we start in the play, we want and we get some name for the animations that we want to play. We run the animation only if it's not already run. I just decided to check it, and I rewrite not equal to check it more like more effectively. Yeah. Yes. And here the yeah, when play start, we just set it on the start frame position, and the animation is beginning to play. How it works in real life? Let me show. For example, we have main character here. And when we create main character, we need to add the sprite. I just showed. It's actually, I think it should be somewhere. Yeah. In this game, we use this very simple sprite sheet. Artist wrote it in a couple of hours in the middle of night. It was terrible game jam. We almost did back then. Died, not dead. We almost died back then. Yeah, and right, components. I just paused it. Don't I? Main character, yeah. And in main character, we give it sprite. I just showed it, and I give it the new dictionary with animations, and give the, well, I created 4 animations of the sprite sheet. It's a little bit not legal, but because I showed you say the only 2 routes, but I said the start was here and say that this animation sequence contain only 2 frames. It still work in my system. So it has like new jump, jump down, jump up, and death animations. 4 different animations. It contains start position and count of frames hit. That character origin, don't remember. It's actually not necessary here because my character is not rotating, but if I need, I can do it. Character animation controller, and I created and I'm creating animation controller here. So yeah, I give the parent this. I give the character sprite. It's here. I give the character animations. It's a dictionary with all our animations and full speed. Yeah, and I even used event system here. Like when when you jump, animation stopping, we change our animation and our state to jump up. And when animation death stopping, we change our game state to the game over. I even used animation field feature here. Collisions I will explain later. I'm proud about collisions in my system. It's kind of complex system for me at least. And in update, when we need, we can just call character animations. Please play animations when we in situation of jump up. Please play this, and it will call only once. It will not start animations every time again because I made comparison between animation sequences and check. It will check if this jump up already working. We will not work it. Start the game. Honestly, I have to figure out how to work with async processes in programming, but I still so I use such workarounds. This is jump up. When we while we flying up, while we are flying up, we can control our character and the position like goes up. Y position in monogame is going down. So if we want to up to pull something up, we need to subtract the Y position. And here's the jump timer, and when jump timer is finished, we go to jump down. And jump down, we play jump down animation. We still can control our character, but it's not so fast, if I remember. When we go down, it's like the movement of characters slightly slowed down. Here's a new jump, and here's the death. If we in the death, but in the death, character can't switch to the death inside the main character. It's switching to the death when in a logic of angry bubble. You've seen the angry bubbles, comics bubbles that you meet, and it's just killed. So somebody's here, no? Low title. Oh yeah. I mean. Oh no, I was wrong. Yeah, we played this right here. When Angry Bubble touch, it was a long night, okay? It was terrible game jam. Basically it should be a death, I think, method And yeah, uh, it's just checking if we meet the angry bubble, collided with angry bubble, it's just died. And if you think that you know this method, like game object collision and object, or it's somehow uh, have been done in monogames, that no, collision systems are actually something that you have to make by yourself, or it will be very terrible to use. Um, but I think it's gonna be for another stream. Yeah, I think it's I think it's done for today. I mean, we copied two things. I explained a lot of stuff. Next time we're gonna try to test this stuff. I think, I believe, I consider about this. I almost. Yeah. Uh, and that's all for today. Thank you for watching, for listening. Next time we're gonna speak about poetry, and it's probably gonna be a little bit more entertainment and a little bit less nerdy, but still nerdy enough. I don't want to trick you. So yes, that's all. That's all. Thank you for everyone, and see you later.